Hello, hello, hello. It's Julie Davison from juliedavison.com. Welcome to the Great Big Card Swap. I am so excited that you are joining me today. It is Tuesday, October 10th. It is our first showcase for October, and if you haven't participated before or you haven't watched before, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. The Great Big Card Swap is something that we do every month. There's a new theme every month, and it's so fun and so easy. All you do is send in a card, and then you get to see them all in these bi-weekly, every other week videos. And then I mix them up and I send them back. Yay, it's Julie time. I'm so glad you're here, Maria. And everybody else. I'm so sorry I'm running a little bit late. Anyway, so much fun. The second and the fourth Tuesday every month. And I honestly had planned to pre-record tonight's episode because it's Elisa's birthday. My daughter turns 15 today. And so we were out for dinner and kind of scrambling to get back in time to do our video, but it's always the second Tuesday and the fourth Tuesday, and I do try to pre-record. I just didn't have a chance because it's a little bit busy. It was a little bit busy today. Have you guys seen this free shipping special? There's one more day of free shipping from Stampin Up. 3 days this time. That was kind of unusual. So if you haven't already placed a free shipping order, it's not too late. You've got until tomorrow, 11:59 p.m. Mountain Time tomorrow, October 11th. That's Wednesday. So even if you're watching on the replay, it's not too late. You can head over to my online store at juliedavison.com/shop and get free shipping on your order over $75. And then if you're ordering for free shipping, then you're over $40 and you'll get my October project kit, which is going to go out the first week or so of November. Just finished up packing up the October kits on Monday, and I've got it. Oh, I meant to get postage at the post office today. I guess I'm going back tomorrow. I just got to print the labels and get those out. So those are coming your way. But tonight I have over 65 cards to share with you. I wasn't sure when I first posted the video description, but I updated it because we've got over 65 cards, and there's some that I picked up today that I didn't open up to include in tonight's video because I had to cut it off at some point. 65 cards. The theme this month is thank you, and next month's theme is winter holidays. So if you have not already sent a card, you can send a card in. You've got 2 weeks, so send it now for October, and then you can send ahead for November. Just please mark the envelope November. Any winter holiday is good, so no matter what you celebrate, if you celebrate it in the winter, then make a card for it and send it in. I saw a question come through on the chat earlier. Can you send a card every 2 weeks? I do limit to 1 card per person per month. I think there are a couple duplicates in this month's showcase because we had a couple cards left over from last month's theme, which was trees. So sometimes that happens and the mail takes a little bit longer than we expect it to or something like that. And so if your card comes late, do not worry. I will still share it in the next video. So it always will get shared and it always will get swapped. So don't worry if you're running late. So we do have a couple left over from last month, but the rest are all for October, and they're all thank yous, and we have such a great variety and a couple of really fun fold cards that I think you're going to love. So let's dive right in. Let's dig in. We're going to start with those tree cards first. I forgot to go over the rest of the details. Let me go back here for a second. So super easy. There are hardly any rules. I say hardly any because we really want to keep this open and fun for everyone. So you can use any paper crafting supplies, any stamps from any company, whether it's Stampin' Up or not, retired or not. You can be a demonstrator, you can be a customer, you can be a stamping enthusiast. It doesn't matter. If you like to make cards, then you can send in a card. We do want you to participate in the theme each month, which is pretty loose and pretty open. So I think it's just kind of a fun little challenge. I provide the envelope, so I just need you to include a loose postage stamp. Starting in January 2024, we're going to switch that to just putting $1 in the card to cover postage, and I'm just going to buy all the postage. I think it will be easier. Some of you did that already, and you're sending the $1 instead of the postage stamp, and that works perfectly well. I got to update my postcard so we can start officially in January with the $1. If you are an international stamper and you wish to participate, there's a link in the video description to a PayPal button to purchase 3 return postage stamps with international global postage. So that's the way to do it if you are participating from another country. The last thing, don't write inside. You can use like a Post-it note, a sticky note, or a loose paper if you want to include a note. But by not writing inside the card a message, then whoever gets the card can send it on. And we just keep that train of Happy Meal running. All right, let's get to these cards. We've got a few from last month's theme, which is trees. Our first one here is from Kay Johnson. I love this grassy grove tree. If you don't have it yet, you definitely should think about it. It is in the annual catalog, and it is just so beautiful, even without the coordinating stamp set. Kay has paired it here with the One Horse Open Sleigh designer paper, which has that beautiful storybook illustrations. That's an online exclusive and still available now, so if you didn't get a chance to get it, then definitely make sure to check that one out. Did I get it right? Yes, grassy grove, One Horse Open Sleigh, and then on the inside, wishing you your best year yet. Oh, I love that. Our next tree card comes from Colleen Rittman, and she said, save it for November, but you know what? We're still going to go ahead and share it now. So if you want to send another card for November, you can. This is so beautiful with the barn and the trees and a little easel here. So you just fold up and it tucks underneath that horse and sleigh. Such a great card, Colleen. I love it so much. And our last card with trees is from Ann Telecki, and oh, this one has some clear embossed trees. This is that new background stamp from the mini catalog. You can kind of see it here against the designer paper, which looks like the back of the, if I had to guess, Cheerful Daisy, not Cheerful Daisy, Fresh as a Daisy designer paper. And then this tree, ooh, I recognize that one from the new, oh, it's such a fun bundle. I gotta see. I wasn't even thinking about this one, and I saw a card today above it all, page 40. I saw a card today made with this bundle. I think it was Tammy White, and she posted it on Demonstrator Planning Place, and she had used this, it's like a ski lift. She used this and made a trailer, and it was so stinking cute. So this is where that tree comes from. So pretty there in the copper and copper clay colors. So beautiful. All right, let's move on to our theme for October, which is thank you. And I did kind of pull all the autumn cards together, but we had such a great variety, and most of them didn't necessarily have a theme. So we're just going to jump right in, and they're kind of random as far as theme, but they're all thank you, grateful, thankful, which I think is just such a great sentiment really for any time of year to express your gratitude for the people who make such a difference in your life. Our first card here is from Kay Johnson, using the tailored tag punch to create the tiles of shapes and colors. I think that's just so fun. I love it. Let's see. Oh, I like that in the inside. She says that she is using old designer paper from Stampin' Up, probably from the 90s. I do recognize some of it. And the translucent florals and Very Best Occasions stamp set. So Very Best Occasions and the translucent florals on the inside. I love it. I love that you're using up your old stash too, Kay. I know we all have lots of designer paper, and you can do that with any punch. So such a great card. I love that inspiration. Our next card comes from Katie McLean, and she used the Plentiful Plants. Oh, this was such a fun designer paper from a couple years ago. This is a designer paper card base. So the whole card base is one piece of designer paper with a little bit of stamping there on the inside. So the additional cardstock on the inside just helps to give the card a little bit of stability. These plants all fussy cut from the designer paper. That was such a good one. We have a This or That from Tony Shaw. So leave a comment and let me know. She said, I can pick one, but I don't know how to choose. So if you could choose one of these two cards, let me know which one you would use or which one you would keep. I recognize this stamp set. It's a new one. It's got the pencil and the whistle, and I feel like there's another stamp or two for teachers. And then the apple is from there's like Apple Harvest or Harvest Blessing, something like that. So so much fun. The designer paper with the grid is from Delightfully Eclectic. And then this little note paper is a die, and that is from the Masterfully Made, Wonderfully Made suite in the annual catalog. So a great combination of things here, and such a great way to express your thanks to a teacher. I love that, Tony. Thank you so much for sharing that awesome card. And I see you guys are also having a hard time picking too. They're both so pretty. I know, flip a coin. Our next card comes from Joan Talent, and she also had kind of a teacher theme, so I put these two together. This was that fun apple stamp set and punch. I love that. And now we've got a pumpkin punch, which you can, if you want to, use for an apple. I made a little gift tag and made the pumpkins into apples. So let's see here. We have the apple stamp from Harvest to Low, the Apple Builder Punch, and they are stamped on retired paper. And then the thank you is from the Layering Leaf stamp set. I love that. So much fun. Okay, raise your hand because I know a lot of stampers and crafters are retired teachers. Are you a teacher, retired or current? We thank you for all that you do for our students. I know it is so I just can't imagine being a teacher and dealing with students all day. I had an occasion last night at our band concert to try to corral some kids who were in the hallway, and I was like, I cannot imagine doing this all day, every day. It takes a special person to be a teacher, so thank you to all of our teachers. Our next card is from Maylu Cartwright using the beautiful new lemonade stamp set. What is that one called? So Refreshing or something like that. Oh, Sharon, you're so sweet. I'm a different kind of teacher. I'm not going to deny that I teach, but not like a school teacher who teaches students. Totally different. Oh, this card is so beautiful. This is a spanner panel card. So the card front is cut into 3 panels, and then the piece in the front kind of spans the 2 outer panels, so that you have like a second card on the inside. These colors are so refreshing and beautiful with the lemon lolly and flirty flamingo. I just love this. I recently got this bundle and I haven't used it. I haven't used it a whole lot yet, so I'm really excited to see this inspiration. Maylu, thank you so much for this beautiful card. I know someone's going to really love getting that one. Ooh, here's a card from Ann Telecki using some non-Stampin' Up paper, it looks like, but I'm loving these colors together. So beautiful with the pine cones and the flowers. It just screams fall. And I'm not sure about this paper, but it kind of reminds me of like, we had a color called like ruby red. Doesn't it kind of look like that? And if you're watching, you'll have to let me know if you know what color that red is. I love it. It's just so perfectly fall. Our next card comes from Rachel Chazinski, and she used some of that Masterfully Made designer paper, a little glitter paper in there too, to do this color blocking card. Such a fun way to use coordinating papers. And then we've got the Starburst Punch, and that thank you looks like it's from Go To Greetings, if I had to guess. Such a great card. I'm loving these colors. Berry Burst with a little splash of the pretty peacock and fresh freesia. Oh, our next card is from Kathy Heyman, and she used the Poppy Parade for her card base. Little Granny Apple Green, Pumpkin Pie, and or maybe, did I say Poppy Parade? That might be Sweet Sorbet. I just love that with the leaves and the colors. It is so perfectly fall, isn't it? Like, it's so funny how sometimes just like a color combination will just feel so much like autumn. Little stitched stylish shape here in the middle with the thank you from the Irresistible Blooms, an online exclusive stamp set. Our next card is from Diana Barber, and she used the Countryside Inn designer paper for this fun card. It has kind of like a front card opening up on the boho blue. She said that she was inspired and cases card by from Barb Mulligan. Love that. So pretty. The sentiment is from a retired stamp set called Seaside Notions. Oh, I remember that one. She said she inherited it from her upline, Marie Clark, when she passed. Oh, I love that. She's still stamping with you even to this day. I think that's just so wonderful that you're still using her stamps and keeping her memory alive. Such a beautiful card. Our next one is from Ellen Haberline, and she cased this from Connie Stewart. Let's take a look. It's a little Z fold, and so we're going to open up the ribbon, and we have this paper that folds out. Oh, that's really cool. I love that. And then, oh, that is, okay, I was trying to see if there was an inside too. So this is where you would write your message, and then I guess you could put additional panels there. Such a fun card. I love this. I have received a similar card years ago, and so it's kind of fun to see this again. Let's see if I can tie it up. Oh, I'll have to fix it later, make it prettier. I always hesitate to open the pretty ribbons on camera because you can never just get them quite right again, can you? I'll fix it up later, I promise. Thank you so much, Ellen, for that beautiful card. Our next card is an offset gatefold card, and it tucks underneath that circle. This is Lemon Lolly again with some gorgeous designer paper. The Fancy Flora, yes, I love that paper. Narita Hernandez created this card. And I love the stylish shapes here too with that thank you. It looks like, oh, it's from that lovely Lasting and Lovely stamp set, I think. It had a coordinating punch, the Lasting label punch. What a great card. I love this. I think this was originally Daffodil Delight in the designer paper, but I think it pairs super well with Lemon Lolly, and I think I like that lighter yellow with it so much better. Beautiful. Oh, look at this one. Feels like frost. I just found this paper downstairs when I was looking for something else today, and it reminded me so much of the autumn paper, All About Autumn. Now, you guys do not throw tomatoes at me. Don't kill the messenger. That All About Autumn paper came back in stock yesterday and was available in the middle of the day for about 5 hours, and then it sold out again. Oh, I know so many of you have been waiting for it, and so I'm just sorry. On behalf of Stampin' Up, I apologize for the inconvenience of having to wait. It looks like there is another order coming. And so the next date on the inventory status report is saying October 23rd. So 2 more weeks. If you've been holding out, I promise that paper is worth the wait. It is so beautiful. So set some timers on October 23rd. And that's what I did. I just kept checking the website every 30 minutes just to see. And yes, I think the Night Divine paper is out again too. Oh my gosh. Cindy's asking, can you buy a bunch? You mean of the All About Autumn paper? I don't think there's any limit. So when it comes back in stock, you can buy as much as you want. I personally didn't even get an order in either. I didn't think it was going to sell out that fast. And I was working on an order and planned to add a package. And I didn't order in time. So I missed out too. I wasn't able to order any. But there is no order limit. So I would say just keep checking back, and hopefully everyone who gets some, everyone who wants some will be able to get a package. And unfortunately, I have none. I have none on hand. I have one package that I've opened and I've been using, but that's all I have. I don't have any stockpile to share, unfortunately. This feels like frost paper. Reminds me of that paper though, because it has sort of a photorealistic like side. So there's one side that is like photo images that are just beautiful. And so this one is so gorgeous. It feels like frost with the silver embellishments and the silver embossed greeting. This one is from Annette Funk, and she, oh, I got it right. It feels like frost designer paper. Yes. Oops, I think this was supposed to be for November. I'm showing it too early. I'm sorry, Annette. I will set this one aside and we'll do it next month in November. It dawned on me that it wasn't a thank you card. Okay, that's what happens when I go too fast. Of the paper, oh, when it comes back, you're asking if you can buy some to sell to customers. Actually, like if you give me an order, I can order for you for the All About Autumn designer paper, but I'm not supposed to do cash and carry, so I can't just buy a bunch and then sell it to you. That's against Stampin' Up policy. But if you want to place an order and you ask me to order it for you when it comes back in stock and you pay me for the paper, then I can order for you, but I can't just order a bunch and then sell it to whoever wants a pack. So it's a little sticky like that. And if someone is doing that, that is not how it's supposed to work. We're supposed to follow the regular order process for that. Okay, our next card is from Rose Spivey using the tailor-made tags. I love that. Such a beautiful card with a flower and the big thank you. This card just makes me happy with a granny apple green. And I just love a little glitter in there too. You always have a way of making my day. Oh, that is such a perfect sentiment. So beautiful. Who would you send a card like this to? Do you have someone who always just makes your day and makes you so happy? Leave a comment and let me know who you would send this particular thank you card with that sentiment inside. You always have a way of making my day. I love that. Thank you so much, Rose. Our next card from Peg Herrick uses the split texture card dies. There were 2 of them. And then this looks like, oh gosh, it is on the tip of my tongue. Let's see if she has it here. Cottage Rose, yes, colored with pastels and fussy cut. I love that. So beautiful and such a soft way to add color to the image. Such a beautiful, beautiful card. I love that, Peg. Our next one, oh guys, do you recognize this? This is from Sue Hines, and this is the Modern Garden and Something Fancy stamp set. I have to show you this card, and I pointed out because I've had my eye on this card for a while, and I've been wanting to copy it, and it's right back here. Oh, it's so pretty in person. Oh my gosh, I love it so much more in person. Right here on page 66 of the catalog, a little case the catalog going on. I just love it. It really is so much prettier in person. We've got Pool Party for the card base, a little bit of that all about autumn designer paper, the copper on the pretty peacock, a Lost Lagoon pretty peacock, and then looks like Moody Mauve for the flowers stamped in the Modern Garden stamp set, and then some of the Wild Wheat in color dots in the center. Instead of the Wild Wheat ribbon, she substituted a little bit of copper foil, and I think that is a perfect substitution. What a beautiful card. I just love that so much. Sue, thank you for casing the catalog and letting us see what that card looks like in person, because I love it even more, and now I definitely need to copy it. Our next card is from Jane Peters, I'm sorry, Jane. I love this little off-center fold here. Looks like sweet sorbet, I'd have to guess. Layering leaves, and then another stamp I don't recognize. Send your own stamp. Yeah, not Stampin' Up. It's so beautiful though. I love just the repetition of the pattern there. You could do that with so many stamps to kind of create your own background. Our next card is a fun fold from Cecilia Jerry. She said she had a hard time changing the measurements, and so she sent a bigger envelope. So thank you so much, Cecilia. Now, if you ever have a card that is not quite a standard size, it is helpful for me if you have an envelope that you can send that fits your card. Otherwise, I try to scrounge around and find one. But we've got this card here using the Earth and Textures designer paper, and it's a gatefold card, and then when you open it up, it has some slits. I thought this was really interesting. I've never seen anything like this before. So it has some slits in an opening, and then the paper fits in those slits, and so that whole thing is kind of like a big M, and then that makes that centerpiece just kind of pop out. So the Earth and Texture stamp set and designer paper, oh my gosh, I know, right? So beautiful. Really such a cool card, and I love kind of how that pops up and displays, and it just seems like such a simple way to do it. So it folds flat to fit in a regular, I can't say a regular envelope. It folds flat to fit in an envelope. And then it pops up when you open it. I know, really cool, huh? Thank you so much, Cecilia, for sharing that fun fold with us. I might have to figure out how to do something like this in a smaller regular card size. So I'll add that to my list to take a look at and see what I can come up with. Our next card comes from Annette Funk. This is the one for October. I accidentally showed her November card. Sorry about that. Oh, I loved this designer paper. Do you recognize it? It's from Celebration a couple years ago called Favorite Flowers, or actually Celebration this past year. It's all a blur. The Forever Flourishing dies right here. I love that. With a little bit of Evening Evergreen. Gosh, I miss that color. Fresh Freesia and Evening Evergreen. Such a great card and a wonderful layout for using designer paper. Our next card is from Shella Sams, and she did kind of I call it a cut apart card. So she cut out the middle and then turned it and put it in the middle, the other direction. She has used the Winter Meadow designer paper, which also did sell out again. I think it was this morning, technically, the Winter Meadow designer paper, though I did check and it's coming back in stock like in a week, I think the 16th. So yeah, next week it's coming back in stock. Oh, guys, I know. I'm sorry. I love that you are so patient, and all your favorites are coming back, I promise. So this, we've got Blueberry Bushel designer paper from that Winter Meadow designer paper pack, and some of the silver edged ribbon, the sheer ribbon. I know, isn't it beautiful? Be grateful for what you have. Be proud of who you are. That's a new stamp set from the mini catalog. I think it was a Million Sales Achiever stamp set, Softly Said or something like that. I need to use that one some more. Our next card comes from Kathy Klukowitz using that Silly Goose stamp set. I just love that. Looks like Zoo Crew designer paper with colored in flowers to back up our little goose. Such a cute card. I love the splash of color, the bright yellow, and the colored flowers. So fun and happy. I would love to get that one in the mail. Our next card is from Cindy Kittner using the Cheerful Daisies. Nope. Fresh as a Daisy designer paper, little boho blue cardstock embossed there on the front. Such a beautiful card. All right, our next card is from Mary Fudge. Oh, this is fun. It looks like an apron with the sunflower designer paper, and then all the little utensils die cut in silver foil. Looks like they're tucked inside pockets, baked with love. Oh, I just love all the little embellishments and details on this card. What a great one, Mary. Thank you so much for sharing that one. Our next card has that little rooster. It's from Hey Chuck. We got some sponging. Where is that designer paper? I think it's sponging in the background. Some die-cut clouds and the fence that's part of Hey Chuck. So it says, thanks for always believing in me. I think that's from the Timeless Arrangements stamp set. This card from Nancy Bridges. So fun. A little extra die cut rooster in there in case you want to give it a try or color and embellish the inside. Our next card is from Leslie Kneisel, and she has a little Z-fold card with a pop-up. I love this. I think I did one in a video, a Sunday stamping video. What did I use? I can picture my card. Is this the one I did with Zoo Crew? I think so. I'll put the link in the video description so you can check it out. Really quite simple to make that little pop-up, but it has such an impact when you open it up. And Leslie's got some measurements. I will get her little paper here. I love this. Thank you so much, Leslie, for including this. She says that she's cased this one from Flower Bug Ink Spot. I think that's Leanne Greff. But there's the measurements for it. I'll just kind of hold it there if you want to take a screenshot. She says she's used the Simply Sketched stamp set and Best Year. And then the Joy of Christmas paper. That's a new one. I love that. Such a beautiful card, Leslie. Thank you so much. And whoever gets it will get your little note with the instructions as well. Moving right along, we have got some more cards. This one from Joanne Prosser uses the Million Thanks card kit. I'm not sure if this one is still available. Some of the kit collection kits are selling out and not coming back now. So usually they're available for a year or two, and this one's been available for a little while too. So make sure you check out at stampinup.com/kits for the latest selection in kits collection. There's a new kit coming out every single month, so lots of fun things, including the million thanks. I love that. Our next card is from Joan Talent using the Carrot stamp set. Yo, I love that. This was a celebration stamp set just this last year, and I think this actually was one of the cards that was pictured in the catalog, in the Celebration catalog. I'm really excited because Celebration is coming back in January, and I know that seems like a long time away, but demonstrators can pre-order from the new January through April mini catalog in December, and they can get Celebration gifts early in December. So I'm already thinking about Celebration a little bit. One of my favorite perks of being a demonstrator is getting to order things early. And so getting to order Celebration and getting to order new mini catalog things in December is kind of a fun little Christmas present to myself. So if you love giving yourself Stampin' Up! Stuff for Christmas too, and you want to get some things early, you should think about joining as a demonstrator. We have such an amazing special going on right now in October. You can get 35% off the starter kit or 35% more product in your starter kit. I've got all the information in the video description, so check it out. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Our next card comes from Pat Stewart, and she's used the inked and tiled stamp set and designer paper. Actually, I think that looks like it's from Layering Leaves, but definitely the inked botanicals designer paper. Sending hugs. Oh, I love that. Pat's got some goodies in there like she always does. She's so generous in that. So thank you, Pat, for those extra goodies. I know someone is going to be really excited to get your fun card. Our next card, I got to show these together, used some of the earthen textures. We talked about that earlier. We had the card, which card was it? Oh, Cecilia's card used the same designer paper and some of the imagery. So both of these cards use that one. This one's from Jan Waters, and she's got Blackberry Bliss card base. And then I love the sponging here. Deckled rectangles to make the frame, and then some blending, sponging going on, and a little braided trim ribbon, and the die cuts from that coordinating bundle. Such a gorgeous card. These colors, Pebbled Path, Gray Granite, and the Blackberry Bliss. A little Moody Mauve here, and in the background too. Just such great colors for fall. Ooh, Diane! I am seeing that you just joined. Congratulations and welcome to the Stampin' Up! Family. It is so exciting. I've already had so many people who have joined and bought the starter kit, and some demonstrators who have come back after being away for a little while. So it really is such an amazing deal. If you've ever been thinking about being a demonstrator, you definitely should check out this awesome offer. This next card is from Annette Crescetti. Oh, I love that. Thank you for your kindness on the inside with those vases and the leaves from the earthen textures. Great color combination here too. It looks like some misty moonlight, a little pecan pie, some, oh gosh, Lost Lagoon maybe, wild wheat. Oh, I love that on the front. You're a blessing. Such an awesome card. Annette, thank you so much for sending that one in. I put this one together because I thought it was the vases, but it's actually the thermos. And I'm so excited to see Eileen's card here because I have not seen one using this stamp set. Let me show you really quick. And you know what? Maybe it's a different one. No, I think it is. Yeah, we've got this stamp set here. And it looks like maybe she just used the dies that go with this. So Warmest Heart, and I'm not seeing any of the stamped images, but I think it's all the dies from that set. But this is the first time I've seen it, so I'm so excited to see. No, maybe somebody else did a card with it. Did we get another card? Maybe for the Great Big Card Swap, and then I sent it off again. I don't know. I've been thinking about it. It's on my list, and So I'm happy to see it in action. Pretty peacock with some copper clay and the All About Autumn paper with the sweater. This is a designer paper card front. So we have a little lip of the copper clay that folds over, and then the designer paper kind of tucked underneath. Cindy, I'm seeing your question. The 99-year-old woman who still sends cards. Winnie turned 101 this year, and it has been a month or two since I have gotten a card from her. So I'm not sure. I have no other way to be in touch with her. I think I just need to send her a little thinking of you card. Hopefully she's doing well. Our next card is from Debbie Lindauer. And I guess, Winnie, if you're watching, let us know you're okay if you can. Our next card is from Debbie Lindauer, and she's another kit collection. So this one is so fun. It makes little mini cards. I actually have it. Hold on. Let me grab it. I just realized I had it right here in my hands. Not in my hands, but in a basket. This is the kit. It was a paper pumpkin kit, and now you can get it as a kit collection. And it has a little mini, it's a little box. So I think there's 4 boxes in the kit, and then it slides out. Why isn't it sliding out? Looks like it's stuck. Oh, do you hear that? It's definitely stuck. Oh, the cards are so cute. Here we go. Now it's moving. Oh, these little mini cards are just the cutest. So they have the anchor and the lifesaver and the lighthouse. Yes, Tara said she used it on a cruise for tips. I love that idea. So they're little mini cards, like little 3x3 cards. And so you can either use the boxes to put the cards in and give it as a gift, or then you can use the box as a little gift, or to put a tip and some candy or something like that. I'm not sure if this kit collection is still available. If it is, definitely check that out in the kits collection on the Stampin' Up website. You can find it at stampinup.com/kits or juliedavison.com/shop, and just look under the kits collection. So these look like pieces from that kit with the wave embossing folder in the background. Love this alternative project for that kit. Debbie, thank you so much for sharing. It's so much fun. Our next card comes from Patty Snyder, who used the Zoo Crew designer paper with lemon, lolly, and basic black. Little small blossom punch here. So cute with the embossed dots and coloring on the ribbon. I love that to customize the card. Looks like the flowers are colored into. Just such a fun and happy card. We had that as a theme once. We did black and white with a pop of color, and so this just reminds me of that. Such a great, happy, fun card. Oh, this just screams not winter. My words are getting mixed up. Linda Vanderspool sent this beautiful card, which is perfect for fall, using some of the honey. It was just in the mini catalog. I want to say honeycomb, but I don't think that's right. Home harvest, home. Oh my gosh. Okay, Linda, if you're watching, let me know. I can't think of it. Maybe there's a note inside. Nope. It's okay. I can picture it. It had like fresh freesia and pale papaya and night of navy and white, and it was so pretty. And this one using the, oh my gosh, what is that brown? Cinnamon cider. I wanted to say baked brown sugar. This is such a fun card. Love this everyday label punch with the thank you. Just a great layout and a little bit of embossing with the exposed brick embossing folder in the background. Our next card from Dee Chamberlain uses some of the Splendid Day. We had this beautiful suite in the mini catalog last winter with the foil designer paper and coordinating stamps. Thank you so much is one of the most used greetings, I think, tonight from the layering leaf set, and I love that stitched circle. Diane, yes, Heart and Home. You guys were saying honeybee, and there was a stamp set that had honeybee, but I think Heart and Home, it was the name of that designer paper. Thank you. Yes, I think that is such a fun way, Sharon, to use scraps of designer paper, just to have like the different strips in there and show off the coordinating patterns. I love that. Such a good card from Dee. Moving right along, we've got some more cards. I just love how different they all are. This one's from Marilyn Edens, and she's used the Countryside Inn designer paper, little tasteful textile embossing folder in the background, and the timeless arrangements stamp set with the different dies and the flower images and the sentiment. Such a great card. I love Night of Navy. It's like such a classic, timeless color, and it just goes with everything. Here it does specifically coordinate with the Countryside Inn designer paper, but it pairs well with other things as well. Boho blue is the lighter blue color, one of the in colors. Awesome card. I love that, Marilyn. Our next card from Ann Hansen uses that lasting and lovely designer paper, or lovely linen designer paper, coordinated with a lasting and lovely stamp set. Here we've got the thank you for all the little things you do and for your big heart. I love that. This die, Stitched So Sweetly, I think is the name of the stamp set, or the die set, one of my favorites that's retired now. Pale papaya for the card base, little soft succulent, and some sweet sorbet in there. Oh, I love those colors together. Our next card from Jenny Oliver uses the Irresistible Blooms designer paper and coordinating stamp set. These are online exclusives, which I think are both still available in the online store. It has that coordinating dot and line background die, so pretty. And the thank you is from the same set as well. A little bit of petal pink and some daffodil delight here with soft sea foam for the green. Our next card is from Lynn Werner. I love this, using some Old Olive. This is the Soft Succulents, Simply Succulents stamp set. Has some stamp images as well as the large background die was in that as well. I think this one is retired now, just recently in recent years. And this looks very similar to a card layout that I did for that class using the same bundle. These colors, Pear Pizzazz, Old Olive, a little bit of rich raspberry in there. Looks like some designer paper for these little pieces. I love it. That sentiment is from the same set. Our next card is from Terry Biggs using Pacific Point with some retired Stampin' Up! Designer paper. I love this classic blue and white. It is just so pretty. The thank you sentiment here punched out with the modern label hunch, and then a die cut label with the stitching. I love that. Such a great layout. A little bit of diagonal half cut designer paper, and then the die cuts just right against the solid cardstock. I love it. So fun. Our next one comes from Barbara McHouston using a new stamp set. Oh, this is fun. What is the name of this one? It's in the mini catalog. This is another one I don't think I have a sample of yet. It's a fun autumn set, and I really just had to like pace myself and not get everything, because I still haven't even used half of the things that I bought. Well, maybe not half, but oh, right here it is. Fruitful Blessings. So we've got the maple, those are maple, right? Maple leaves and the acorns. I love the way you colored them. So beautiful with the different colors, because that is truly how leaves turn. Like, I feel like they just have all kinds of colors in there like that. So beautiful. We don't have a lot of leaves changing quite yet. I feel like we're getting there. But not a lot of change in color. It's coming as we are starting to cool down here in central Illinois. Well, we've got some other things that are using, this one wasn't. Okay, we're getting there. Hold on. A few more, and then some things from the mini catalog. This one is a retired sunflower stamp set from Wendy Langseth. Oh, so beautiful here. We've got designer paper under the detailed die cuts. I love the added texture of that paper. And then the honeycomb embossing folder. Thanks a bunch. Celebrate Sunflowers is the name of that stamp set. And it had some large and small sets. She said she cased this from Tracy Bradley. I know. I haven't used this one in a while too. It is retired, but such a favorite for this time of year. So beautiful. And I know technically sunflowers are like late summer, but I always think of them as fall. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. I think it's the color. I just love those colors together. Beautiful card, Wendy. Oh, look at this one from Gloria Davis. So beautiful. We've got some like Blackberry Bliss going on, a little bit of like Cajun craze. pumpkin pie kind of colors embossed on the vellum. Thank you. You really are the best. Oh, so beautiful. Any embossing folder, which raspberry? Yeah, and then, so if you're going to make a card like this, you're going to stamp first and then emboss over it, or emboss and then stamp over it, which actually might be what she did, because I feel like I see a lot of that showing up here. Either way, two different looks. It's so beautiful. And I think that added texture really just makes this card and just elevates it. So beautiful. I love it, Gloria. Thank you so much for sending in this card. I'm inspired by these colors. I'm gonna have to make some fall cards on Thursday. Janice, the flower outline embossed or die cut? I think you're talking about this one, and it is die cut. It is a very thin die cut from that Celebrate Sunflower bundle. You can see here it's the cardstock, and then the designer paper underneath. I know, it's really beautiful. All right, our next card from AMT. She's used the Nested Essential Dies, Amazing Thanks Dies, the Brick and Mortar Embossing Folder, and Thankful Thoughts stamp set. Oh, this is so fun. This is like a floating, what is it called? Like a floating panel card, floating. So it is done on a window sheet with the strips of cardstock. And so it does look like it's just kind of floating there. I think it's such a fun effect, such a fun technique. And then this embossing folder, which is a little sponged color, is really so beautiful in the background. I love that. If you could see my face, you'd see the smile you put on it. Oh, I love that. What a sweet card. All right, now we've got using some products from the new mini catalog. The first two use some of the Abundant, actually this one too, uses the Abundant Beauty decorative masks. Mom and I shared some projects with them the week before this past Sunday, and they are currently out of stock, but they're due back next week, so keep watching for them. It has the gorgeous layered sunflower masks. So there's a mask for the leaves, a mask for the flowers, and then the center. There's two different masks there. So this one is by Marcia Bolt, and she used the Distressed Tile embossing folder. So she did all the sponging, all the blending, and I just love how we've got the dark color working out to the light. So beautiful. And then she embossed with the Distressed Tile embossing folder. Really just gorgeous. I love that. Timeless arrangements for the sentiment and the label down here. This one uses the same stencils and slightly different colors. This one is from Carmen Melendez, and she is using copper clay in the center there with some Daffodil Delight, little crushed curry, and then some Mossy Meadow with the embossed sentiment here. The houndstooth in the background is also one of the masks in that Abundant Beauty decorative mask set. Gorgeous, gorgeous card. I just love that. And then another mask in that set is the leaves in the background here. This one is from Nancy Ross, and she used that mask to create the background. And then the Pick-a-Patch pumpkin stamp set bundle, which has a coordinating punch. So we've got this one, A Harvest of Blessings. Thank you for being a part of my life. Oh, I love that. Such great colors. We've got a little Cajun craze or copper clay with pumpkin pie, crushed curry in the background, and early espresso for the card base. Here we got more Pick-a-Patch. This is from Cherith Day. These colors are beautiful. Is that Petal Pink and Lost Lagoon? I really am loving this combination for fall. It is so refreshing and fun. This is just like the card I shared. I'll have to link up to the video. I did a Halloween version with the Them Bones designer paper. I did one with a skeleton and one with the pumpkins. And so this is the cut apart card where you cut out the middle and you turn it and use it to bridge the top and the bottom. You're the pick of the patch. Oh, I just love that so much. So this has a coordinating stamp set or punch that will punch out two of the pumpkins as well as the stem and the leaf. Gorgeous, gorgeous card, Cherith. I love it. Our last pick of the punch card is from Christine Vicente, and she used the fall The falling leaves embossing folder in the background, white on white, so beautiful and crisp, with a little bit of pool party and pretty peacock here in the front. I absolutely adore using the sentiment on the pumpkin. That was so perfect. I'm like, why didn't I think of that? I love the plaid paper from Inked Botanicals in the background, and the white pumpkin with the white background really just pops. It's so perfect. This card makes me happy. Oh my gosh, they all make me happy, but I'm just loving the color combination on this in particular. Our next couple cards use that autumn, all about autumn designer paper, which is so hard to find. But I swear it is coming back again. All right, so this card is from Marilyn Kane, and oh, this is a little fun fold. Let me move her sticky note so we can see. So we've got two, like a card front and a card back, and then bridging them is a little Z fold of, or like an M fold of cardstock. So pretty. Distressed tile embossing folder, and then the gold foil leaves are cut from the autumn leaf dies, which are part of the coordinating bundle that is in that All About Autumn suite. Really beautiful. Oh my gosh, I just love everything about this. Gorgeous card. Our next one uses similar paper here from the All About Autumn. This one's from Janet Sidaway, and she has, I don't know if that was supposed to be loose, but I kind of like it loose because then you can reuse it and put something else in there. Little card inside, and then the panels of the designer paper. The leaves are cut from the back side with the copper foil on the All About Autumn designer paper. Oh, just gorgeous. Cajun craze here with some early espresso, and then some of the oxidized copper paper, which is back again. Absolutely beautiful. Our next card from Kathy Triebenbach is a special fun fold. She said she was inspired by a card video from Lisa Curcio. What? I have not seen a card like this before. This is incredible. We've got the autumn leaf die cuts here and the stamped images and die cut images here. It looks like we've got several pieces, like really tall M's with little flaps that hold the pieces up, and then those leaves on each of them. This is some retired plaid tidings designer paper. Just such a fun card. Oh my gosh, I've not seen one like this before. It really is incredible. What a wow factor on that, Kathy. So fun. Thank you for sharing this awesome card with us. I'm going to tuck this back in here. There we go. Love it. We got some more autumn goodness coming up, and guys, we are getting close to the end of our swap. Just a few more cards to share. Our next card is from Veronica Towell, and she is using this, looks like a retired stamp set. So beautiful. I love how she added the different colors on the leaves here. Some twine with the embossed tree rings embossing folder there in the background. Thankful for you. Such a great card. A little bit on the inside too. Fall leaves are just so perfect for these kind of techniques where you can add lots of different colors to the stamped image. I love it, Veronica. Our next card from Myrna Hernandez uses the cottage wreath embossing folder, or not embossing folder, cottage wreath stamp set and Season of Chic. That's the thanks stamp. The falling leaves embossing folder. It looks like more mustard. I think that's like an old color, but I think that's what it looks like. And then some dark green, almost evening evergreen. Maybe they're not Stampin' Up colors, but I love them. So gorgeous, so perfectly for fall. And I should have, Myrna, I should have put your card with your mom's. I'll try to remember next time to stick them together. Our next card is from Dixie Van Shake, using some sunflower designer paper in that Celebrate Sunflower stamp set that we saw earlier. Painted Autumn was the name of that designer paper. Really beautiful. Garden green for the card base, some pumpkin pie, and cinnamon cider ribbon. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Our next card is from Belinda Bosch, and she used the Tree Rings Hybrid Embossing Folder for this card. Thanks for brightening up my day. Oh, that's so sweet. I At first I thought this was a technique with a stamping, but I think it's just designer paper. Really beautiful with the leaves in the background and then the tree rings embossed and stamped. That's such a fun layered look that just adds so much texture. That's beautiful to the card. And then the linen thread with that too. Gorgeous, Belinda. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Here's a card from Joe Williams. Thanks, Joe, for sending an extra for me. Calypso Curl for the card base and some Lost Lagoon crushed curry. This is such a little fun fold. I think I saw somebody else send a card like this last time, and I want to say they saw it from Patty Bennett. I don't remember the name of this fold, but it kind of has a scored edge, and then it tucks underneath like that. So kind of an off-center fold with the label. So fun. I love that. Oh, wow. Look at this one from Risa Zillion. She created this amazing background with all the different colors and then this embossing folder. Plentiful Posies. Is that the name of this embossing folder? It's in the annual catalog. I'm going to look it up real quick. It is such a gorgeous embossing folder and a really deep one, which I think is unique. Painted Posies. I don't know if I got it right, but gosh, this is even painted, isn't it? Oh, so gorgeous with all the just different sponged color on there and then embossed maybe even twice with the die cut words there, the stitched background, and then on the inside. Wow, 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 wow. So gorgeous, Arisa. Oh my gosh. I absolutely, I'm just like, I'm speechless. I don't know what to say. It's just so beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. I can't stop looking at it. Okay. Oh, our next card is from Lori Witucky. This is some of my favorite designer paper. I don't remember the name of this one, but gosh, it was my favorite. We've got great granite here with some pretty peacock. That basket weave embossing folder is so pretty. These colors are gorgeous together. I love this little kind of fun, fold. Just a little smaller card on the card base. I just think it's kind of unique and different that way. Such a good one, Lori. I love that. Okay, Sandy was asking about luster wax. I don't know what luster wax is, so maybe. I'm not familiar with that product, so I don't know. It could be. Our next card, oh my gosh. Did something fall off of here? This is from Cheryl Leffel. And it kind of looks like there were words on there, doesn't it? That came off. I don't know where it went to. I wonder if it's still in the envelope. Well, Cheryl, if you're watching, you'll have to let us know if there's something missing. It kind of looks to me like it says grateful, or did say grateful. But this is so beautiful too. Oh my gosh. The background is just gorgeous. I have no idea. Cheryl, if you're watching, fill us in and let us know how you did this beautiful background. And then we've got this shimmer paper with the die cutting on top. Gosh, it's just gorgeous. Oh my gosh, you guys seriously are knocking it out of the park with these amazing cards. I love that. Oh, Clean and Simple here from Judy Howard. This is the autumn leaves and then the copper veins. I love the white on white. Clean and simple with a thank you. Very understated and just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I love that. On the inside, some die cut leaves from the same set. Being awesome is just your thing. Oh, so sweet. I know. I like Clean and Simple too. Isn't it so amazing though that we can have cards that are like, you know, so beautiful and over the top, and then also so clean and simple, and they're just like they're both so beautiful in their own right. Like I think I love them both. I love it. I think it's so amazing what you can do with cards. All right, we've got two groups. I'm going to do one at a time here. These are going to be our last cards. I love this so much when you guys are stamping together. So we've got two sisters here, Nancy and Marita, and they sent their cards in together. And so I wanted to share them together. They both did the same the same fold, which is sort of like a cut in the middle. So we got a card front, and these two are glued down on the side, and then the center opens up. So this one is from Marita Boone, and I love this with the stamp set. This is, it's from Celebration. I think she even had a note and I lost it. Or maybe not, maybe I'm just misremembering. The colors here are so beautiful. Bubble bath with some of the Moody Mauve and that lasting and lovely stamp set. And then the second card is from Nancy Morton. She says they stamp together about once a week. I love that. And this month they decided to use the same layout. This is a Celebration designer paper, I think. Thanks so much. That's an older stamp. And then a coordinating bookmark for me. I love that. It's so sweet. Thank you so much for thinking of me and sending that extra little bonus. Your cards are lovely examples of how you can create the same card layout and just change up the colors and the paper, and they look totally different and unique. So thank you both for sharing your cards. I love that you are stamping together. I sure wish that I lived close enough to my sisters and my sister-in-laws and my mom so that we could stamp together. Our last cards for the week for the showcase come from the Colorado card makers. We've got one from Cindy Ewerts, Mary Hansen, and Tina Lynch. And I'm not sure if you guys have a theme every month. You'll have to let us know in the comments here, but the theme I'm seeing is flowers and pretty peacock. Our first card comes from Tina Lynch. So beautiful with these dies. I think this is the Flower Shop dies, which I haven't gotten yet, but are on my list. I love that. Paired with some Garden Walk designer paper. I love this on the inside too with a grateful heart. Just absolutely gorgeous. Thank you so much to Tina for sending an extra card for me. I feel so blessed to have an extra one of these. This is the doily hybrid embossing folder. I'm just noticing that with the vellum doily die cut in the background. I don't have that one yet. I have been noticing it in the catalog and wondering if I needed it. And I didn't think that I did, but gosh, I just love everything about this card, Tina. Maybe I do need it. Our next card is from Kathy Ewerts, and she used the Starburst embossing folder there in the background. Looks like maybe the same Flower Shop dies, and love the little embossing folder countryside corners, little punched corners here, and the decorative circle punch. Endlessly grateful. And then on the inside, those sponged flowers. Beautiful. Our last card from Mary Hansen also uses Pretty Peacock. Oh, you're such a blessing. I love that on the inside with the scallop. What's the name of that set? It's the scallop contour dies. The embossing folder there, and then some die cuts, looks like from the Meadow, one of the Meadow bundles. Thank you with all my heart. I love that. I recognize the flower and the sentiment too, maybe from, well, the flowers from a Celebration stamp set. Thank you, Colorado card makers, for stamping together and sending your cards. I just love it so much when you guys are stamping together and when you share together your amazing cards with a great big card swap. Thank you to everybody who sent in cards. We had 65, more than 65 cards tonight. If you want to participate in a great big card swap, you can send your cards to Julie Davison, P.O. Box 6164, Champaign, Illinois 61826. If you enjoyed all the cards that were shared tonight, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure that you subscribe so that you don't miss out on future card making videos like Thursday Night Stamp Therapy and Sunday Stamping with Susan and Julie. We'll be live again with another great big card swap showcase in 2 weeks on October 24th. So make sure to send in your cards. The theme for October is thank you, and the theme for November is winter holidays. So if you want to send ahead, you can. Please just mark the envelope November so I know to hold it. Sometimes I miss it, and I'm so sorry if that ever happens. Thank you for all of our swappers for sharing your amazing artwork. I just am feeling so inspired by all the cards that you shared and can't wait to try some of these layouts, techniques, and folds. Thank you again for watching and leaving so many wonderful comments for all of our swappers. I will see you next time with another paper crafting video. Bye!